Hey, don't teach you this in school. Cover the 7 dark psychological laws genius minds use to outsmart everyone around them. Master the game or be played. The 7 darkest laws genius people use to outsmart everyone. These aren't necessarily ethical or recommended behaviors, but they reflect strategic thinking, emotional intelligence, and manipulation techniques that some highly intelligent individuals use to gain the upper hand in competitive environments. Use them wisely or protect yourself from those who do. 1. The law of selective ignorance: ignore more to achieve more. How it works: smart people deliberately choose what not to pay attention to. They filter distractions, gossip, low-value arguments, emotional baiting, and unproductive debates to conserve mental energy and focus. Tactics: avoid drama and gossip circles. Say "I don't know" to topics you don't want to invest time in. Ignore provocations that lead nowhere. Why it works: mental bandwidth is limited. What you ignore defines your power. 2. The law of perception control: appear weaker or stronger than you are strategically. How it works: manipulating how others see you as more powerful than simply being competent. Play the fool or the master depending on the situation. Tactics: underestimate yourself to disarm others like Columbo or Socrates. Overstate selectively to inspire fear, respect, or admiration. Let others think they're leading even when they're not. Why it works: people judge by appearances. If you control the illusion, you control the interaction. 3. The law of asymmetrical information: never reveal everything you know. How it works: always know more than you let on. Smart people operate with hidden knowledge, personal, professional, emotional, and use it to gain leverage. Tactics: ask questions more than you answer. Study others quietly. Body language, patterns, weaknesses. Keep your real plans vague or layered in misdirection. Why it works: information is power. If they don't know your game, they can't beat it. 4. The law of emotional detachment: feel less, see more. How it works: emotions cloud judgment. Genius-level manipulation or strategy requires the ability to step back, stay calm, and observe while others overreact. Tactics: practice delayed response, don't reply when angry. Use empathy to read people, not to react like them. Detach during crises to lead while others panic. Why it works: stillness under pressure is mistaken for power and often becomes it. 5. The law of strategic silence: silence is a weapon. How it works: silence can disarm, intimidate, confuse, or make others overexpose themselves. It can also create space for insight and dominance in conversation. Tactics: use silence after a bold statement or offer. Don't rush to fill awkward silences. Let others stumble. Pause to imply depth or disagreement, even if you don't feel it. Why it works: people reveal more when you're silent and fear what you might be thinking. 6. The law of predictive manipulation: predict reactions, then guide them. How it works: anticipate how someone will behave in a given situation and subtly push them toward that behavior for your benefit. Tactics: set up choices that make your preferred option look like the only rational one. Mirror their values to gain trust, then lead. Frame outcomes as their idea. People trust their own conclusions. Why it works: if you can predict people, you can control outcomes without brute force. 7. The law of controlled chaos: create confusion, then dominate with clarity. How it works: geniuses often stir chaos or ambiguity intentionally because people crave structure. When things are unclear, they step in as the solution. Tactics: overload others with information or options, then offer a clear path. Use conflicting messages to keep people off balance. Let others fight over confusion while you quietly build the answer. Why it works: people follow whoever brings certainty when things feel out of control. Final thoughts: these laws aren't magic spells. They're high-level strategies often used in business, leadership, negotiation, and even warfare. Use them with wisdom and integrity. Being clever is powerful, but being principled builds something that lasts.